where we're talking about a lot of the different infrastructural components that may be needed to take Hedera to, we believe, its rightful place in the Web3 market.
Tudor, welcome back. How you been?
It's great to be here with you, Brendan. Me and the whole team were very big fans of your show, and I'm happy to be here to hash it out with you.
Well, it's always my pleasure. Now, it's been a while, so to start off, can you just give us a refresher on what Headstarter is and what it provides to the HBAR economy?
So at Headstarter, we started off by wanting to support Hedera ecosystem builders and projects by offering them access to decentralized funding as well as a initial user base and visibility. We curate all the projects that we take to market, but although we started off to a vision of enabling Hedera builders and early innovators with access to funding, we are now taking the right steps so that Headstarter becomes a central ecosystem hub for funding, whether that is startups that are having utility tokens all the way to different sorts of tokenizations, from real world assets to even, dare I say, memes. Now, what one important aspect is that we've continued to iterate on an initial product which was a more traditional launchpad. We wanted to give access to Hedera ecosystem contributors to the best projects, but also facilitated different crowdfunding mechanisms or products. So outside from the typical IDO, or which stands for initial DEX offering, to different INOs, initial NFT offerings, we continue to build new products that would help and create a more versatile go-to-market strategy for said Hedera projects. Not only do we offer the projects access to decentralized funding, but also we are trying to put together some additional resources for them to be successful in the form of different acceleration services. And these acceleration services can range from legal all the way to go-to-market strategy. And with all the projects that we work with, we try to put together a comprehensive and successful way of them launching, because ultimately what we need to make sure is that Hedera startups are funded so that they can reach the different milestones in order for them to really be the transformative force that the founders, I'm sure, have set up for themselves when deciding to build on a transformative platform such as Hedera.
It sounds like Headstarter is staying nimble and making sure that they bring the features to market that the market needs. Now, I am curious about a lot of things that are going on at Headstarter, particularly the staking. But what are some of your latest features that you're planning on bringing to market?
Thanks for the question, Brandon. So indeed, on our path to becoming an ecosystem funding hub, we need to make sure that users are coming to Headstarter platform not only when there is the latest DeFi or GameFi project launching on Hedera, but also because there are different ways of them to either engage with services, access yielding products. And our first step into becoming this funding hub I mentioned is the single-sided staking product that we've recently released. And this is the first step for Headstarter to become a circular economy. By this, we want to continue to distribute yield and the real yield that the different products are generating towards holders and the community. So looking at the Headstarter DApp at the staking section, we can see currently that there's around 26 million HST staked to date. We released this platform at the start of the month, and its current TVL is 360,000 USD. And in the V1 version, we're featuring two pools. We're featuring a locked pool for 15 days and also a flexible pool. So one of the key things that you might see in the Headstarter staking products is that we are addressing some of the concerns or improvements that the community had in the past to various products. For example, when it comes to HBAR staking, the yield proposed by different Headstarter pools will be higher, or for the flexible pool, at least 5% for the foreseeable future, while the locked pools would yield significantly higher APR. And not only is this APR lucrative, It also is something that is an innovation, we believe, because all the staking pools are continuously yielding. So all the pools are auto-compounded. By auto-compounded, it means that with every new block generated, the HST rewards that are being distributed proportionally to the stakers are considering the yielded amount to date. If we are looking at the two V1 pools that are currently live, we'll see that the first one that yields 40% APR is full at the moment. So as the demo, we're going to look into the flexible pool and try to commit this 10K HST amount to it. One of the other important things that we bring through the staking product is that you can grow your APR or boost it through the use of Headstarter utility NFTs. And here in this example, I have the Headstarter bronze coin, which I will add to my stake, taking the old boost amount, which has an APR of 5%, to a 5.25% through this 5% additional boost given by this utility NFT. We know that the Headstarter utility NFTs are pretty rare because they are burnable, and since they are in circulation, a lot of them have been burned against HST. With the advent of the Headstarter single-sided staking, we are now in a position where we want to make sure that there's a lot of Hedera users or HBARbarians that have access to Headstarter utility NFTs. And we're running currently a campaign where when you stake a minimum of 10,000 HST for 2 weeks in the V1 pools, based on a snapshot taken on the 30th of November, you will be able to receive a new utility NFT that you can also use to boost your Headstarter single-sided staking APRs, which we call the Moonrock. So we're looking forward to distributing this utility NFT to a wide range of HBARbarians.
Of course, none of this is financial advice, and you have to understand what your local jurisdiction has as far as regulation around if you can participate or not. But this does seem pretty exciting. And I am curious, you said this is around real yield. This is something that's a circular economy. How does that work? Where does that yield come from?
When it comes to Headstarter as a platform, we have different yielding products. And if you check our documentation in our roadmap, you'll see some exciting new functionalities that we'll be launching, such as stake pools, which extracts yield and delegates it based on certain rules. And also, we have a very exciting new product that I'm sure that the HBARbarian community will gravitate towards and back with a lot of excitement. I've been hinting about the job. You're going to hear a lot more in the next days or weeks, depending on when you see this video. But what we need to make sure when it comes to the products that we build today is that they are more than just a meme token. And when we're talking about a utility token, that utility token needs to have a certain velocity inside the ecosystem that you are building for it to become, for it to drive real value. And what we believe is important is to extract different real yield that you create from the different products, different DeFi products that you're putting out, to make sure that that your token, your utility token or utility NFTs are more than just meme coins. And this can gravitate. We can take this conversation upwards to a protocol level cryptocurrency, where you look at the yield generated from fees or taxation that you put forth by being a participant in that economy. And the same thing can be discussed about layer one networks. So we've seen today in the wide Web3 space that there are protocols, DeFi protocols, that are making more or a lot more yield than even the native layer one on top of which they're built. So we want to continue to innovate on this angle, and we're taking the first steps now.
All right, understood. Now, I asked Brady about this last week. I want to widen our lens out a little bit. I'm probably going to be talking to Brady about this a little bit this week as well, but you're also pretty in tune with the general DeFi landscape. What's your outlook for the HBAR economy in general?
Yeah, thanks for the question. So indeed, we're having a lot of conversations about what are the best next steps for Hedera when it comes to its growth, its next steps that we need to take together. And we've even set out and went the extra mile by co-funding the Hashcraft DeFi Alliance, where we're talking about a lot of the different infrastructural components that may be needed to take Hedera to, we believe, its rightful place in the Web3 market. And one of the key features that we've tried to evangelize for probably years now is the importance of retail in Hedera ecosystem. Different retail facing applications, and this triples down to sources of yield, different stable coins that we might see on the Hedera network. We have currently USDC, we have HCHF from the HLiquidity team. But we need to continue to see more and more stable coins and different DeFi protocols, sources of yield, on-chain activity, and token velocity on the network for the Hedera space to really take its next step in growth. DeFi is a key pillar when it comes to an ecosystem, and alongside the HBAR community, I think that we have the secret ingredients to be successful as a chain. We just need to lean more into what we know are some of the proven and important features, especially targeting Web3 natives that need to be taken as soon as possible.
Tudor, well covered, and I completely agree on everything that you said. Is there anything else that you'd like to pass on to the Hedera community before we let you go?
Yeah, well, indeed, we've with the launch of single-sided staking, we have this promotional campaign. So make sure that if you want to get involved in the V1 version of Headstarter single-sided staking, you contribute in at least 10K HST towards the pool to be eligible for the Moonrock airdrop. And I know that we've been hinting from our social media accounts about an important job that we believe that we can deliver for the Hedera ecosystem that will create a lot of other jobs for HBARbarians. So stay tuned for announcements on that front. We might have an exciting onboarding campaign as we bring this exciting new product to market in the next few days.
Well, we'll keep a really close eye on all your socials. Tudor, thank you so much for coming on today and telling us about everything that you're working on, and good luck in the future.
Thanks. It's great to be here and looking forward to the next one.
I'm now posting these interviews of Hedera builders independently to my channel. The community, influencers, and media outlets are free to use this content to spread the word on what's being built on Hedera. Once they're all uploaded, you'll be able to go to my channel and search for whatever topic or team you're interested in to find more information. Or you'll be able to get the most recent Hedera news by watching the latest HBAR Weekly update. So check them out.